Estás viendo Canal América, televisión dominicana para el mundo.
A Time for Truth show is sponsored by the Office of Dr. Bernard Fialkoff, a periodontal, dental implant and laser specialist in New York City, for over 40 years. Dr. Fialkoff was honored by the International College of Dentists and Pierre Fauchard, and received the Presidential Lifetime Humanitarian Honor from the White House. Call us at 718-229-3838.
Sometimes life can be so damn hard. You don't know where to go. Everything keeps falling apart. Yeah. You try to do your best, but only God knows that you've given everything you've got. But the world takes you down. You just keep moving on. Let your fears.
Welcome back to A Time for Truth show. I'm your host, Dr. Bernard Fialkoff, and it's a pleasure to welcome you back with us tonight. We have a very exciting show, and on the previous episodes, we were explaining to you how drug-free world, retired Harlem Globetrotter Robert Hunter, national police forces, ministries, really people uniting from all over the world, and how we were collaborating on a tremendous global epidemic, an epidemic of drugs that are destroying the future of our countries, more importantly, our families, our kids, our children. And we were looking and we were struggling with, well, what do we do? Is there anything we can do? Is it, inevitable? It really seemed to be almost like it's hopeless. But there was something that happened last week in the country of Honduras, in the capital city of Tegucigalpa. Really a miracle, a dream. Something that we have to pinch ourselves to wake up. Did it really happen? Is it really true? Does mankind really have a chance? Is it going to happen? Or are we going the way of the dinosaur? Are we going into self-destruction? Well, let's go over with what happened. And let's first recognize how it happened so we can share with you this tremendous drug education, sport, human collaboration between government, private entities, health entities, sporting entities, a unification, families, community also involved, all in the capital of Honduras. And how did this come about? Because it's important to recognize, well, what happened a few years ago is I was recognized by International College of Dentistry, a global entity that actually inspires and motivates for dentists and our colleagues to go to a high ethical integrity level, not so much for their offices, but for the community, for the nation, for the areas that they actually provide for. More than doctors of the office, doctors of the community. And as a Cuban doctor, it's really a Cuban philosophy also, that the doctor not only takes care of the body, but also takes care of the community. And so what happened is through the International College and through the Greater New York Dental Meeting and great dental leaders like Ira Tatunik, Chad Gahani, Robert Traeger, Benoit Verma, I could go on and on and on. And Laura Madrano with the Greater New York Dental Meeting, with Leonard Brenner, with Avery at the Greater New York Dental Meeting. We arranged meetings, we arranged talks, and we had a lot of liaisons. And what ended up happening at one of those, in a Latin American one, and we met with a Honduran president of the College of Dentistry. It's called the CCDH. And Dr. Marcos Garay happens to be president of that great institution, along with a fellow executive of the CCDH, which is a Honduran College of Dentistry, which is Dr. Mario Pinel from Roatan. And what happened is we spoke, and we started going with the idea of getting dentists to go out and to do some type of drug activity. I had been working in sports with Harlem Globetrotter Robert Hunter, and he and I had done many events previously at Super Bowls, at different sporting events, boys clubs. And so an idea was born, and we worked together. And what ended up happening is, through this collaboration, the National Police of Honduras became involved. And the Minister of Security of Honduras, Gustavo Sanchez, which we give high praise to, gave the green light and was very excited, along with Commissioner Roger Mardiaga, who also very spiritual, great leader in Honduras. And the both of them wanted to have this program in their country to handle the drug problem that really not only is in Honduras, but worldwide. And what we're going to end up showing you is a tremendous example, and the video will start for you right here on what happened in Honduras last week. Here we go.
Aterrizamos en Tegucigalpa, Honduras, para cambiar el mundo con los trotamundos, los dentistas de Honduras, Dr. Garay, Dr. Pinel, yo soy el Dr. Fialkov, por el mundo libre de drogas, Capítulo Américas. Aquí vamos a abordar este avión que tú ves, con un equipo de baloncesto. Aquí estamos con estas oficiales del gobierno. ¿Cuál es? Estrada. Flores. En Honduras, un país muy joven.
Como en el avión de la policía ahorita.
A.K.A. Jorge José. Cambiando el fútbol, parte 5. Estamos con Ben aquí en Honduras, apenas llegamos ahora hace unos minutos. Vamos montando en el avión de la policía, en el jet de la policía, para llegar a nuestro destino final, para el juego importante que vamos a tener mañana con los Globetrotters para cambiar el mundo. Y la selección de Honduras, con el liderazgo del doctor Mario Pinel. Esta vez la policía, por buen sentido, el corazón no está lateando tanto. I hear Bobby Hunter.
Hey, Bobby!
Hey, what's up? Come on down there, man.
Hey!
Hey, Jorge, what's up, man?
Good to verte,
How
Bobby.
you doing, man?
Good to verte.
You're gonna change the world, and
Linnell. Okay, Linnell. You're the guard.
Yeah.
I see that. Wow. Zion.
Yeah.
You got the name. You're right on the movie. Ben, nice to meet you, man.
Nice to meet you too.
Yeah.
How you doing, sir?
Oh, Barkley.
got that
Power forward.
How you feeling?
Oh, man, great. That's what's happening. Right? Police for good reason, right?
Yeah.
We're filming over
He
that.
got to get a basketball. I thought balloon aquí. Yeah.
You look like out of a movie with Tom Cruise, man. Look at this
Yeah,
guy.
see what he got in his hand.
Yeah, well, I was talking to Les. He said not to even use the Globetrotter name, to make it like your own name.
Yeah. Harlem Legend.
Bueno, estamos ya sobrevolando Tegucigalpa, la capital de Honduras. Está como en una zona un poco hundida. Como se puede ver la cantidad de casas y el desarrollo urbanístico. Hace bien interesante ver la vista desde aquí, desde el avión de la Policía Nacional de Honduras. Estamos recorriendo ahora mismo por encima de lo que es la capital de Honduras, Tegucigalpa. En unos minutos estaremos aterrizando en el aeropuerto para de ahí ir al hotel.
Bobby. Okay, good.
Okay, Bobby. No, ven.
¿Qué?
Yo no dejo a nadie afuera.
Celia Cruz.
El mundo es cooperativo.
How you get hurt? It's not you wanting it, but it happened.
Acabamos de salir del aeropuerto de aterrizamos con el avión de la policía.
Somebody doesn't want you to make it,
Estamos camino al hotel.
so you get hurt. That's
Estamos
what
en
happened to
una
Felipe
van,
Lopez. I saw that
todos.
video of that guy. I was watching it last night. I said, wow.
Bueno, ya hemos llegado al Hotel Clarion, acá en Tegucigalpa, en Honduras. Estamos acá con el doctor Ben, que está hablando con el doctor Hong en el momento. A ver si se puede ver ahí.
Hola, ¿cómo está? Buenas tardes.
He says that gives you a good day.
Es un honor y un placer tenerlos acá de visita en Honduras.
Hemos sido escoltados hasta aquí por la policía. Estamos ya en el hotel definitivamente, después de un largo viaje desde New York a Miami, de Miami hacia acá, Honduras.
Hemos aterrizado en Tegucigalpa y aquí estamos, no te vayas, ven. Estamos aquí con la policía que nos están cuidando. Aquí están. La policía de Honduras están apoyando deportes, del baloncesto, educación, para que los jóvenes no se caen en la adicción a las drogas. Aquí tú tienes a la gente que están salvando las familias, que arriesgan sus vidas, no hablan, arriesgan, es más que hablar. Vamos a ver de nosotros, ven. Es un placer estar en Honduras, porque mira el cariño que se siente de este hombre que no deja nada pasar, pero al mismo tiempo uno se siente cómodo alrededor de él. Con un rifle, pero ningún miedo, porque el hombre tiene buena intención.
Cuidado, bueno.
Mira, pues no pudieron, está bien. Y aquí estamos con nosotros. Dicen, los cubanos son muy loca gente. Bueno. Pero aquí estamos, and es muy importante. It's very important because it's about our families. Our families are kids, the youth, los jóvenes. Sin jóvenes no hay futuro. Without youth, there's no future. Si no hay jóvenes, ¿qué tenemos? If there's no youth, what do we have? ¿Da sentido? ¿Da sentido? Este es un ejemplo. This is an example. Que sí se puede. Yes, it could be done. He's sick. Unbelievable. And he weighs 315 in the morning, he told me.
sick last night.
¿Sabes que sí?
No, de verdad, claro, en La Habana.
Tienes que invitar a La Habana.
Acabamos de llegar a la escuela, la East España Jesús Milla Selva. Acá estamos con todo el contingente.
Bobby Hunter.
Yay.
Pongan en la camisa.
Hey, what's
How
up,
are you,
baby?
man?
My man.
What's up,
Hey.
bro?
What's up, dog?
Mi amigo.
There he is. Nice hat, man.
Aquí está Marcos y Mario.
Vente acá.
Hey man, how you doing? Good.
He's gonna help us in New York. Oh, really? Yeah. He has a nice shirt.
New York. I should have bought one for you. Okay. Very good. Muchas gracias. Tiene el pasaporte y todo eso.
Don't worry.
Y por si acaso.
You know what I'm saying?
¿Oh, sí? Okay.
If you want to let your bags in here.
Oh, mira. Ustedes tienen un uniforme que yo tenía cuando joven. Mami, hoy estoy en la escuela. Vamos a jugar todo el día. ¿Te gusta jugar? Y tú también.
Ustedes sienten la energía en el edificio. Esa energía es tuya. Por eso no es necesario tener drogas. Las drogas son un enveneno. Vamos a repetir, primero aquí, las drogas son un veneno. Aplausos. Wow, yo creo que ellos ganaron.
So there you have a little short synopsis, because there's so much more, and we're going to actually be presenting more videos, but we wanted, for the sake of brevity and to get something out to the viewers, because it was a miracle. It was beautiful. The energy that was created was tremendous. The screaming you heard from the young people, from the youth, the future of our world, not just the future of Honduras, but our world, of our families, of all of us, and really what we like, screaming for joy. So I would be remiss if I didn't tell you first, because why are we doing this? Well, we're doing this to preserve families, and this program, Drug Free World, it happens to be the largest non-governmental drug education program of its kind in the world. It's nonprofit, it's free, it's in 22 languages, and it's in over 160 countries worldwide, in 22 languages, as I said, so that we can serve many different communities. It's available to you free online at drugfreeworld.org and vidasindrogas.org. Again, drugfreeworld.org, vidasindrogas.org, and this is the program, and the program has public service announcements. It has educational booklets, which I'll show you one here on drugs, has them on 16 different drugs, and I will put this here for us as we speak. We'll leave that there. So let's talk about Honduras, and let's put up the first image of when we arrived, and we want to really give a tremendous thank you to the entire Honduran government, to the President of Honduras, a tremendous woman, a true mother. A mother not just to her family, but a mother to her country. And you could say an aunt to the world. Thank you so much from Drug Free World, from really all of the dentists who participated, American, Latin, Honduran, from all the athletes who participated, the Globetrotters who participated, the NBA athlete who participated. Really, we were so enamored and taken back by the amount of service and care that we received in Honduras. Here you see a bit of part of it. You saw some on the video. This is on the airplane, the Honduran National Police jet prop. There you see us. There you see a tremendous Honduran official, is Commissioner Arazo. There she is. She spoke at every event. She helped us to coordinate. Our hats off to Commissioner Arazo. There you see some of the other officials. And then you see our basketball team from Chicago, from New York, from Atlanta, from Florida, all in the airplane. Yours truly there, enjoying it with them. And filming all of this, Buda Rodriguez, the CEO of Canal America, that you don't see, but you saw him in the video. And so there we were flying from Tegucigalpa to San Pedro Sula. And now if we go to the next image, and we'll introduce you to more of what occurred while we were in Honduras. So let's put up that image, engineer, and we will go and present to them. Here we go. So this was in San Pedro Sula. We had basketball games in not only Tegucigalpa, but in San Pedro Sula. And here you see again some high officials of the Honduran National Police. All of them, if I were to remark, tremendously, what we say in Spanish, cariñoso, very affectionate people, very strong people, but really very willing to stand forth for what's right and to block what's wrong. And really all of us from our group want to laud the entire Honduran National Police, the Ministry of Security, for all they've done. If we go to the next slide, then we will show you some of the participants that were there in Honduras. And we'll start on the right of the screen with some of our team from Chicago. And there in the center, myself and Robert Hunter, retired Harlem Globetrotter. In the center, Commissioner Roer Maradiaga, tremendous man, second in charge to the Minister of Defense, Gustavo Sanchez, both of whom are tremendous human beings, tremendous care for their community, for their country. More officials to their left, and there you see our team on both sides. You know what we want to really thank for having come and participated in, both of those games. Tremendous games that they played with the Honduran select national team. And there we want to acknowledge, to my right, President Dr. Marcos Garay, Executive Dr. Mario Pinel of the Honduran Dental Association, and on the right-hand side of the screen with the slash, the blue sash, is the Secretary of the Guatemalan National Drug Council, SECATID, Director Freddy Anzueto, who actually is organizing a similar event in Guatemala for this November. Let's go to the next slide. Here you see us in the center with the Minister of Security, Gustavo Sanchez, who actually spoke in the grand arena that was packed in the capital city, brimming over with more than 10,000 Hondurans screaming and yelling as the Honduran select national team, the retired Harlem Globetrotters and their young proteges played. There you see President Garay on the left, Director Anzueto on the right with the balls. Tremendous occasion, tremendous affinity. Next slide. And here you see us with the U.S. Ambassador, Ambassador Laura Dogue, Ambassador to Honduras, who we spoke with, who really is such a strong supporter of community, of family, of youth, who's working relentlessly to try and stem this tremendous drug onslaught. She spoke in the Coliseum, and she gave tremendous support from the U.S. Embassy, from the U.S. government, combined with the Honduran government, to do something which in America caused 109,000 deaths in 2022, and which is continuing to escalate out of control, more in a half a year than the entire 10-year Vietnam War. There you see our team. Again, Dr. Pinel, Dr. Garay, Minister Sanchez, Ambassador Dogue, Dr. Fialkov, Director Freddy Anzueto, and from all of us, including all of the athletes and Harlem Globetrotter Robert Hunter and Trey, and too many to mention, and the National Police of Honduras, the dentists of Honduras, and all of you who participated, the videographers, Canal America, the flights, the pilots. Hats off to everyone. Beautiful event. In Spanish we say, juntos podemos, si se puede. And in English, together we can. Yes, it's possible. Until the next episode of A Time for Truth show, do well, go for your dreams. Anything is possible. Let's make a better world. Si se puede. Yes, we can. Good night.
This show was sponsored by A Time for Truth Foundation Incorporated as a community service.
Sometimes life can be so damn hard. You don't know where to go. Everything keeps falling apart. Yeah. You try to do your best, but only God knows that you've given everything you've got. But the world takes you down. You just keep moving on. Let your feet